Good afternoon, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this 2014 Honda Civic 1.6 Diesel Sport Tour. Brian's my name and I'm hiding behind this car because it's so windy. If you want information on the car, please do give me a call, 086 843 1945, or if you come to the garage here in Kildare, just make sure you ask for Brian. The garage is located in Kildare town, so we're about 30 minutes south of Dublin, and we're just off the M7 motorway near the Kildare Village shopping outlet. So as we were saying, off junctions 12 and 13 off the M7, you take that exit. Give me a shout though, 086 843 1945, I'll give you exact directions. We're about 3 minutes from the motorway. Back to the car, as we were saying, 2014 Honda Civic 1.6 DTEC Sport Tour. Very, very scarce car. Most of these cars were hatchback, so the Tours were very hard to get at the time, so we only sold a select few of them. They have all the same specification as the normal car, except for a lot more boot space in the back. That's the big thing with these. So anyway, this particular example is one owner from brand new. It's got a full dealer service history from the garage here. The people that used to own it, I know them originally from home, so the car had a good life so far in terms of how it's been looked after. In terms of condition, it's quite nice throughout. So let's just have a look at the car in full. So at the front, Sport always had front fog lights in through here, and then these are daytime running lights. If we just turn off the lights here for a sec, we'll see. Okay, so lights turn off through there. And then if we have a look at the front of the car, we have 4 LED lamps either side, so looks quite well, and then they're useful obviously during the day. Headlights and full lights are separated along here, and then the engine that's in that car, it's a 1.6 diesel engine which is 120 horsepower. Road tax for the year is 180 euros, and these cars sit all day long at around 65 to 70 miles per gallon. You don't have to take my word for it, you can come test drive the car. And actually the current owner, she had never reset her trip computer, and one thing I noticed actually was her current reading there is sitting at 4.5 litres per 100 kilometres, which basically is not far off, just about 70 or so miles per gallon, so quite good. And it's consistent. The car is extremely reliable, so no problems that way. Parking sensors were standard on the front of a Sport. Looking down the side of the car, it's nice and original. As we were saying, the car has a full dealer service history. We do need to check it over for brakes and tyres before it goes anywhere. That wheel is in very nice condition. It's a nice polished effect wheel as well. So during sunny weather or artificial light when it's shining on it, it looks really, really well. It's a nice kind of shine, and actually they're quite easy to keep clean as well, because these areas do tend to fill up with brake dust. This wheel on the rear right is in nice condition too, and as we were saying then, all the way down the side of the car and around to the back and onto the passenger side, condition is quite nice. The good news is it's going to start lashing rain. While we're back here, let's have a quick look at the boot. Or actually, maybe not for a minute, it'll just start absolutely lashing outside. So let's have a look around the inside of the car anyway. So basically, if you're sitting in the car and you have the seat set up like you normally would, so I've just adjusted the height up there, this is the kind of view that you get. So first of all, revolution counter in through here, fuel gauge over here, temperature gauge in through here, speedo in through here, and the 2 blue lights change colour to green when you're driving economically. That's an iMid function up there, so if I use the steering wheel, basically this information is changing over here, so it's telling me things like the clock, radio station, how much fuel I've got left in the tank. If I turn on the radio, it comes up through there. And then as you saw after that, 4.5 litres in this case for fuel readout. After that then we can also manipulate the menu in here for things like tyre deflation warning and other kind of settings, changing background colours and stuff like that as well. The radio just off to the left, usual radio and CD setup, and then if I move my hand down here, I get USB if I want to plug in an iPod or charge a phone, auxiliary and 12 volt power in through there. This is a drinks holder, which also is handy for storing change and stuff, and then up forward along here, 12 volt outlet as well. On the steering wheel, it is multifunction like you'd find in a lot of cars, so Bluetooth over here, which is voice activated if I want, volume controls for radio over through here, and then the top right hand side we get cruise control in through here with an intelligent speed limiter. The wiper behind here is automated. I have them turned off at the moment, but let's just turn it into automatic. And now the wipers are moving, and also I can manipulate here how sensitive do I want it. On the left hand side, Headlights were originally on when we looked at the car first. I can put them into an auto function. Not dark enough outside to pick that up yet, but if it got dark later they would come on automatically themselves. After that then, in terms of safety, driver's airbag, passengers also got the same setup as well. Steering wheel is leather, gear knob is leather, and then that dash is in nice condition throughout. While I'm sitting here, I'm just going to show you the passenger seat, which is in very nice condition, the passenger door card, which is in very nice condition, and the floor over there, which is very nice condition too. One thing I forgot, actually I've glanced over, is the heating. So my side is independent to my passenger over here. Where do I want the air to blow? Front and rear windscreen demisters, usual kind of functions like increasing or slowing down the fan speed, and then after that, if I wanted to stop the car going into a stop-start function at a traffic light, I can do that from there. That driver's seat is in really nice condition as well, as is the floor over there. And then onto this driver's door card, it's very nice condition too. So it's still lashing, so I found somewhere with a little bit of cover over it. So let's have a quick look at the boot while we're at it. Check that out. Anyone that likes classic cars, that is an MGA, maybe, something like that. Not really sure, I don't know much about classic cars. Right, so the whole idea of a tour is that you have a bigger boot. So they have a cover actually which is really simple to use. I push that and it slides away. The boot is much longer than the hatchback counterpart. In through here I have further storage if I want, and then I can drop that down and I get a really deep boot, or I can use that area to store a spare wheel as well if I want. Over to the left, come on camera, focus, and the rear of the seats, and onto the right hand side, all in very nice condition throughout. And then if I want to close it up, the first thing I can do, I don't have to, but I can pull that back. Look how easy that is. And then I can use those handles, depending if I'm right or left-handed, to close down the boot overall. One thing that's really cool about the Tours compared to the hatchback version of the same year is that you have a back window with no big spoiler going across the back. So certain people weren't overly impressed because there is a spoiler on the back of the hatchback version, and it does, just along here, intrude across onto your rear view. But okay, it's very aerodynamic, it looks cool, but in some ways it's not brilliant. Looking at the back here, this is the very same as as a normal car. So looking back, you've got complete visibility along the back. Regardless, you will also have parking sensors. So when you're going backwards, in this case, you will have sensors that make noise. So if I go back towards this Santa Fe here, are they turned on? They are. So okay, it's making noise, telling me there's a car behind me. I've got a reverse camera up here in the eye mid section, if we remember that was over here, which is actually quite useful to show me there's a car behind me. And similarly then, if I drive forward towards this little MG, it's telling me that I've got a problem in front here as well, so quite comprehensive. So let's have a look at the rear of the car. One thing about Civics, no matter which body style you go for, rear door handle is recessed up here just to give that a more sporty appearance. Sorry, we never looked on the wheels actually on the other side. So that rear left wheel, I know I'm deviating from where I'm meant to be, and that front left wheel, yep, all in nice condition too. I just thought of that there, so that's four wheels in good condition. Anyway, back to where we were, let's open it up. Cool thing is, doors open at a right angle, so if I take that stuff out of the way, you get a nice wide access point basically. So let's go around to the other side and get some light through because it's a little bit dark because of the rain. So if I open up that, makes access quite easy for adults obviously, but also children. If there's a child seat there, they can kind of go around it and get in, so it's pretty useful. The other cool thing is the seats fold one-handed up like that, so I have a tall mode if I want to transport anything kind of awkward, or I can grab that, drop it and let the seat down, and then like a normal car I can drop my seat forward as well, which is really useful in the Tour because you can have a really massive load area in the back which is comparable to that of a little van. So there you have it guys, that is our 2014 Honda Civic 1.6 diesel Tour. I am standing underneath this canopy because I'm a bit of a wussy and it's raining. But I know, if there is any information you'd like on the car, please do give me a call, 086 843 1945. The car, as we were saying, is a one owner car. It has a full dealer service history from the garage here, and as we were saying, it's one private owner from new, so all stamped up. So the history in the car is very, very easy to trace. The garage is in operation for almost 70 years, so if you're spending money in a garage like this, you know that the after sale service is going to be there because the garage has stayed in existence for that long. We can give you a warranty on this car for 12 months. We can give you 12 months roadside assist. Leave the garage, or sorry, the car even will leave the car. The car even will leave the garage with a full inspection. And then if you have a trade-in, we can make you an offer on your trade-in. We always have a large demand for second-hand cars, and in terms of financing, we can do very competitive finance packaging because we deal with every major lender in Ireland. So I am off back into the showroom. If there's any information you want for the car, please do give me a call, 086 843 1945. That is a 1.6 diesel Honda Civic 1.6 DTEC Tour Sport with about 82 to 83,000 kilometres on it right now. Thank you for taking time to watch.